Hi, my name is Kenneth from KeyQuest Mortgage. Today I'm going to share with you, if you are a first-time HDB buyer, what are the things you need to look out for when you purchase a property. Buying a HDB might be one of the biggest purchases in your lifetime. So today, we will be covering a few pointers on what are the challenges as a first-time HDB buyers you will actually face. Example, do you go to select a property first, or do you actually get a proof in principle from the banks or HDB first? So we will dive in depth today on the few pointers so that you are more prepared when you are buying your first HDB property. So do you actually see a house first, or do you get a proof in principle from HDB or bank first? So this is one of the common questions we always receive from our customers. What we would always recommend is actually get a proof in principle from the banks first, because that will determine what kind of quantum of purchase price you will be looking at. Because if you are going to see what kind of resale flats or BTO first, without knowing your loan amount, and then you might be taking too much time shopping around for your properties, and then you could not qualify for the loan. So for a loan application process, usually takes a 2 to 5 working days for the banks to come back to you on the loan eligibility amount. So it depends on which banks you are going to. Some banks are faster, some banks are slower. And they usually, most of the banks approve in principle amount should be quite similar unless you are a salary worker versus a self-employed. In terms of loan application process, you will need to stand by all your necessary income documents like your 3 months pay slip, CPF contribution, as well as income tax, so that the banks can better assess how much you are eligibility for your loan. After you've gotten the approval in principle from the banks, usually they will actually send you an email, or the bankers will actually drop you a text to share with you what's your max loan eligibility amount. Next, you can go and shop for your ideal dream house which you like to purchase. Another common questions we always receive from our clients, they will ask me, Kenneth, how much cash can I use for my down payment, or how much CPF I can use for down payment for my HDB property? So for HDB owners, if you are applying for HDB loan, the good news is that you can actually wipe out whatever you have in your CPF OA between you and your spouse. So that is technically zero cash down payment. But if you are getting a bank loan, the minimum cash down payment will be 5% if you are going for a 75% loan. If you are going for a 55% loan or less, the minimum cash down payment will be 10% instead of 5%. If you are looking to purchase a HDB resale, one of the common problems we see over the last 1 to 2 years is that we see that the COV is bad. What is COV? COV is actually cash over valuation. So what does cash over valuation means? That today, if you are buying a resale property, example, the owner is asking for 600k, but end day HDB came back with the valuation saying that it's only worth 550k. The additional 50k is cash over valuation. The banks will grant you a loan based on 550k, 75%. So the additional 50k, it will be cash from your own pocket. What are the pros and cons for you to get a HDB loan versus a bank loan? So for a HDB loan, the benefit is that you can come out with zero cash down payment, and the loan to value, which is the loan percentage, is actually up to 85%, whereas a bank loan is actually up to 75%. So for bank loan wise, the benefit of getting a bank loan is that the interest rate is usually lower than HDB loan, because for HDB loan you are getting about 2.6 as of the interest, whereas a bank loan at this point in time is still at 1% plus region. Another pros for taking a bank loan is that you are able to stretch your loan tenor up to 30 years, whereby if you are getting a HDB loan, the maximum is only at 25 years. So what happened is that after you've gotten your first housing loan from a bank, subsequently when you do a refinancing, you can actually stretch up to 30 years, whereby if you are getting a HDB loan, you can't do that. So if you have quite a substantial amount of cash for down payment on your HDB, what you can consider also, if you want a longer loan tenor to reduce your monthly installment payment, you can actually go for 55% LTV, and you can get up to 30 years loan tenor, or up to age 75, whichever is lower. If you are currently already on HDB loan, you can actually choose to refinance to a bank loan as well. So if you have already gotten your HDB loan for your BTO and you have just collected your keys, you are still eligible to do a refinance from a HDB loan to a bank loan and stretch the loan tenure up to 30 years or up to max age of 75 years old. If you like the video, click on the like and subscribe button. If there's certain contents you wish to hear from us, please feel free to comment below. We might do a videos based on your suggestion as well.